Hello and welcome to Blacktown International Sports Park for this round 7 NEAFL clash between Sydney University and Southport Sharks. It's the top of the table, Sydney Uni, undefeated in 2017, the only side to be so against the 9th placed Southport Sharks. Contrasting tales this season, Southport have only managed the one win. That came against Canberra in round 4. 56 points they won by, and they've struggled otherwise, including a round 1 loss against Sydney Uni here at Blacktown. Or was it in Southport? I think it was in Southport. We'll come back to that one. But we're not too far away. A slightly delayed start, so we hope you haven't been waiting too long. This is the second game of a double-header here at Blacktown International Sports Park today. My name's Will Davies, joined by Jono Farr. Jono, welcome as always to you. It's the top of the table versus the second bottom. Will it be that straightforward in reality?
Yeah, I think it will be. Good afternoon, Will Davies. Great to be here for this clash between Uni and Southport. University, they're just such a class side, and it demonstrates clearly. Top of the table clash, 5 wins. They had the bye last weekend, and now they go into what possibly will be their 6th win, not consecutive, obviously because of the bye, but 6th win in 2017. They are just a superb outfit right across the park. I'll be looking for Tim Barrett to have another big game. He had a superb performance the last time I had the privilege of watching him live. Damien Bonney has improved out of sight the last couple of weeks for the Sydney Uni side, but if you look at the Southport Sharks, they've got some talent right across the board. Seb Tate and Andrew Boston, they're 2 players that really get involved in a lot of things, and John Crode, look for him to really get involved in some of the contests and setting up some opportunities. Dylan Mutu, I expect him to be on the scorer's sheet. But this will be a real test, a real challenge for Southport this afternoon. It'll be... they're the outsiders this afternoon, there's no doubt about that. But Sydney Uni, I think, should win this quite comfortably here, mate.
Yeah, I think Sydney Uni by a truckload, unfortunately, for Southport. Well, for what that's worth, my opinion might not matter much to anybody on the Gold Coast, but we'll see. Uni have been superb, and Southport, although they have weapons right around the park in the midfield, in defence and in attack, they've just struggled to click, and they've been on the end of, well, 4 losses and some heavy ones as well. So we'll see. We're underway. Jono Farr.
Away we go in the second game of this double-header here at Blacktown International Sports Park. It's Uni and Southport. Tagliabue tries to clear it. Nice work from Young. Gives the ball across field. Now Southport through Boston. Give the ball across field. And it's a nice mark taken. Beautiful stuff from Mitchell Johnson. He's outside 50. Took the mark about 45 out. And this will be an absolute cracking start if he can put it between the big sticks here. So strong clearance from Southport early on. Good work from Boston to get the ball downfield. And now Mitchell Johnson has this. We're only 30 seconds into this contest. From just inside 50, set sail for home, but can't quite bring it back. Ball goes short, comes across, nice work there, tapped across. And it'll be just the one behind. So it was the kick from Jack Anthony, or the toe from Jack Anthony, that puts us on the board here this afternoon.
Sirakowski back into the side today, goes long. His presence around the defensive area will be superb for Uni. A chain of hand passes, and now through McFadden, a long ball. It's an open forward 50, and running onto it is Jackson Potter. Support will come if he wants to get rid of it to Richards. The tackle comes from Holland. Richards has support himself towards the goal square. Stevenson over the top. Look at Uni queue up, and Williams kicks the game's first goal. Sydney University would not be denied, and they came in waves. Williams finishes off some tidy work.
Superb goal from Sydney Uni. Showed their absolute class. Numbers in attack. Didn't panic. Kept their structure. Kept their ability. And a brilliant finish from Jonathan Williams. Gets the first goal of this afternoon. 1-0-6 plays 0-1-1. We're almost 2 minutes into this contest. And that's a superb start from Sydney Uni.
Yeah, that's what Southport need to be careful of. Sydney Uni, they will run so hard for each other all day long. We've got an innate ability just to know where each other's going to be. And hand pass over the top, hand pass over the top. Southport battled hard to stay with them, but the numbers just kept coming.
Yeah, the class. It was just too good for Sydney Uni. Back to the middle we go after the Williams goal. Young watches the ball. He now has the footy. Smart little kick, tries to clear it. Ball goes back. Good work there from Bonnie. Bonnie gives the ball back in field. They kick it inside 50. Tried to get the mark. Away they go on that far side. Good work from Aiton. He now has the footy in his hands. Aiton kicks over the top. Crow tries his best with the spoil, and it goes out of bounds. And there was an effort there from Timmy Barrett, but Crow too strong, and the ball out of bounds on that far side. So that goal really showed you why Sydney Uni are leading the 2017 NEAFL season at this point. Ball comes in. Bonnie tries to get it. Clears it nicely. Ball goes over Williams. Bonnie tries to get the footy back to Williams. Southport now trying to get the footy in their hands. And it goes to ground. And it was Jordan Kerris. Ball comes up. Away goes Young. Little chip over the top. High one from Young. Up it goes. Tried to get from Richards. Richards has the ball. Barrett was involved in there. He now gets the footy back in field to Barrett. Clever stuff from Sydney Uni. Williams has the ball. And umpire steps in.
Holding the ball is the call. A superb tackle from John Crode. That's what they need early, Southport. They need the tone to be set. Crode with a big tackle on Williams and goes up towards Jack Anthony. Needs to be good for them today if they're to get the win. Just bounced off his chest. He was able to control it, but the bobble took him over the boundary line. Jack Anthony, the former Collingwood and Fremantle Dockers AFL player. Over the umpire's head it comes. Tagliabue against Thurlow. Tagliabue wins it down. Goes back towards the boundary line and ushered over by Matt Fowler. Tagliabue's been good. Second year on Uni's list. He's their sole recognised ruckman in 2017, and Thurlow, well, he leads them so well, but he does have the support of Jed Turner, a NEAFL Premiership winner with Aspley. Here's Tom Young, jumper number 15 this year, his third different jumper in 3 seasons. Richards couldn't take the mark. Crode lending a hand. The pass comes back. We've got a free kick, do we? So it's going the way of Callum McFadden. Callum McFadden has the footy. I didn't quite see what it was for. And I was just away from that little incident. But here's a chance for Uni and Callum McFadden. He's the round 3 NEAFL Rising Star nominee. An academy graduate from the Sydney Swans. McFadden sends it on its way. Misses to his near side. One behind for McFadden and one behind for Uni. They lead 7-1.
Looked like a little bit of ill discipline from Dylan Mutu that led to that McFadden goal, or attempted goal. So the ball will come across from Boston. He kicks down the boundary line. They fly high. Thurlow kicks over the top. Good work here. Down the boundary line for the Sharks. Find themselves in the middle of the field. Kick over the top. Nice mark over the back. Taken by Clements. Clements now takes his time. Over the top. Ball tried to come out. Young goes in there for the contest for Uni. Nice clearing kick. Hebron has the footy. Young back involved again. Hebron, Williams watching on. Ball's tried to kick away. Now Reinhardt kicks over the top. Good clearing kick. But it finds Southport. They kick it over the top. Ball goes to Mutu. Mutu has the footy. Smart footy here from the Sharks. And they will kick long and strong straight through the midfield. Cross, down and away. Goes across. Good work here from Clements. Good kick over the top. And a smart mark has been taken from Anthony, who will kick across field. And they've taken a mark just outside the goals. And it will be an opportunity now for the Sharks to get themselves on the board. Through Hamish Shepherd.
Yeah, beautiful work from Anthony. First, the good mark, and then directed traffic inside attacking 50. The pass was beautiful. And well taken by Shepherd as well.
So Shepherd, he's outside 50 at the moment, but now moves inside 50 to take this. This is a much-needed goal for the Sharks. Moves in, right foot, stays straight, but then curves around to the left-hand side and goes through for a behind. So a missed opportunity there. 1-1-7 plays 0-2-2. Uni by 5. And we're almost 8 played first term.
Dimmery has it. Got it from Sirakowski. Reinhard flies. Unable to take the mark. So Southport trying to keep it inside attacking 50. Johnson off his knees, goes to Keris around the corner. And diligently, Sirakowski punches it out of play. Over the top, one of the shortest men in the league, if not the shortest, in Rob Clements. 168 centimetres tall. He'll fight much bigger than that. Here is Clements, gets the hand pass away. Southport are looking well. They're building pretty nicely. Hand pass came from Ericsson. Bonnie laid a good hit, but the goal will count. Strong work from Southport and a really nice answer. Great finish from Chadwick in his debut season for Southport.
Yeah, terrific stuff from the Sharks. That's what they needed. It gives them the lead, only narrowly. But it really sends a message to Sydney Uni to smarten up a little bit. They've come here to play this afternoon, the Southport Sharks. And they've got a great test and a great challenge against Sydney Uni, the undefeated Uni. A couple of changes now. Jack Hiscox and Tim Barrett coming on, as well as Callum McFadden for Uni. So back to the middle we go. And they have the lead by 1 point, 8-7. We hope you're enjoying this contest wherever you may find yourself on this Saturday afternoon on NEAFL TV. Ball comes across. Southport tried to get it away. Keris had the clearing kick. And we've got a ball up to the left-hand side of centre square. Up it goes. Thalo tried to get it away. Ball goes across. Nice work. Kick across field. Now it's picked up by Sirakowski. Sirakowski kicks over the top for Uni. Tries to find some space. Good hand pass back in field. McFadden juggles. Has one pass. Gets the ball across to Dimmery. Dimmery kicks long and inside 50. And it's taken over on the far side by Tim Barrett. So will Barrett have a crack at goal? He's got a couple of options just inside 50. But he's settled. And the kid can kick from there. So Tim Barrett moves in just inside 50. Has a crack at goal. And it will go through for a 6-pointer. Terrific stuff from Tim Barrett. And once again, Uni claim the lead, 2-1-13 over Southport, 1-2-8. The margin now 5 points.
Yeah, what a set shot Tim Barrett is. Back him from just about anywhere in or around that 50-metre arc. Playing his second game back for Sydney Uni after a couple of years out of the game due to a knee reconstruction. They love his contribution, and that is a perfect example of why. So Uni with 2 goals, one to Jono Williams and then to Tim Barrett. And Southport with Chadwick kicking their opening goal in between those two. So out of the middle, Ericsson with a good clearing kick. Anthony keen to lay a big shot, and he does so. Day got the hand pass away. Lonergan gets it back. Over the top, McFadden takes the mark. He got it from Hebron. So well done by Uni. And McFadden's kick is not a great one. And the wee man, Clements, takes the mark. Distance might be a problem, so he just dinks it over the top. Nice from Clements. And the mark has been taken. Can't quite pick up who that is, but get a look in a second at the Southport player lining up to give them the lead. At 11 and a half minutes here in the opening term. Southport looking for a slender advantage. It's offline and rushed through come the finish by Aaron Day. So just the minor score. Southport 139, Uni 2-1-13.
So the ball will come to the centre square. Goal square, rather. Nice little tap and go. Sydney Uni kick downfield. Williams tried to fly high. Ball comes down just to the left of our broadcast position. Pushed away. Nice work there from Aiton in defence. Tagliabue gets the ball. Here they go through Bonnie. Bonnie on the charge, looking for space. Hand pass over the top. Ball comes away. O'Brien in space. Goes to Derricks, now to O'Brien. Got some numbers here, but poor choices result in a turnover. And the ball is kicked downfield and nicely marked on that far side. So Sharks now coming again. Ball goes over the top and it's out of bounds. So Nathan Cooper couldn't quite get it on that occasion. But a good clearing kick from James Holland for the Sharks. Saw the play down there. So the kick across field, it's not a bad one, goes inside 50, but it will be marked there by Sydney Uni. They kick over the top. McFadden has the ball, tries to juggle, plenty of numbers. Boston tries to charge through. Ball comes back in field. Has he missed from that far out? He certainly has. So certainly a missed opportunity there for Rob Clements for Southport. It reduces the margin to 3, 2-1-13, plays 1-4-10. But wow, they really should have kicked that goal on that occasion, Will.
Hebron has it. Got it from Aaron Day. Gets it back from Ryan Hebron. Southport have been good here setting up. They've got a wall of players across centre half forward, just trying to limit Uni's effectiveness out of defence. And Day just has to go long and high. Tagliabue got hands to it. Crode wrapped up, dispossessed. Bonnie outside for Dimmery. Uni love breaking. They love the run and gun. Southport are wise to it. Crode inside attacking 50. Filewood and couldn't take the marks. A Day gathers, gives it to Aiton. Aiton out for Taylor. There's no one inside attacking 50. Taylor's got one man to beat. Now the support comes for Uni. The hand pass wasn't perfect. Tape is there for Southport. Lonergan trying to get the hands free. Really strong work from Southport. A good tackle was laid. Uni still battling hard. Aiton, his hand pass was ineffective. Taylor lends a hand to Williams. Taylor gathers it. Now comes back to Day. Around the corner they go. Now there are numbers inside attacking 50 for Uni. But Southport are there with them. And out of play, there will be a ball in. We've seen a couple of times Sydney Uni getting the break. Numbers flooding out of defence, but no one really to go to.
Yeah, that seems to be the case in this opening term, where almost 15 played. It's been a thrilling contest so far between Southport and Sydney Uni. We hope you're enjoying it on NEAFL TV. Ball comes across. Young tries to play a part. Ball swung back. Nice high towering kick from Sydney Uni. Ball goes inside 50. Chance here. Beautiful stuff. And it is a goal on that occasion to Reinhardt. Ned Reinhardt kicks the goal. And Uni go further in front. The margin 9 points. 3-1-19 plays 1-4-10. And almost 15 and a half played. Terrific stuff from Sydney Uni. The ball just came loose. They've capitalised brilliantly, and the goal was there to Reinhardt.
Yeah, really solid finish. And seeing two players streaming towards goal on that goal side of the contest, something Southport need to lock down on really quickly. They've got great weapons around the ball, Southport. Boston's really experienced and a prolific ball winner, good user of it, great in the clearances. But Jordan Kerris is one of the form players in the NEAFL in 2017. And without Matt Rawlinson, Uni are down one of their chief clearance winners. Still got good weapons in there. O'Brien's one of them. Tape battling with him. Williams has been strong early. Tape trying to gather now. Big Jed Turner, who spent 2015 with Sydney Uni. The free kick is going the way of Sam Tagliabue. The big giraffe hands it off to O'Brien. Strokes it off the right boot. It'll bounce in front of Damien Bonnie. Gathers it well. Weaves around now. Puts it on the right up towards Reinhardt. It's a pretty good kick, but good pressure on Reinhardt coming. Now with Kerris. Crowley was good for Southport. Boston deep in attack. Stabs it short. The mark has been taken. So nice work from Southport. And they work it through Boston.
Boston kicks across. Low trajectory kick. Tried to mark Aiton on that far side. Kerris tackled brilliantly. Wall of defence. Good work there from O'Brien. Ball comes back in field. Tried to kick the ball across. Nicely handled there. Barrett is just floating around the fringes. Williams involved now. Southport now clear it. Good work over the top. Good kick downfield. But it'll be marked smartly. And on the run goes Sydney Uni. And a strong, strong mark is taken just inside 50 by Sydney Uni. It's Callum McFadden that has the footy. And now he has this chance from right in front. Mark was taken about 45 from home. So it'll be a big challenge here for Callum McFadden. What can he do with this? Couple of changes as McFadden comes on, including Derrick's making his way to the field. McFadden kicks from 50. And I'll swing it, unfortunately, to the right-hand side. So just the behind, which gives the margin 10 points now. 3-2-20 plays 1-4-10 here on NEAFL TV. 18 gone, first term.
Couple of behinds for McFadden. Decent kick off the boot as Crode gets it from Boston. Now runs to the outer side of Bonnie. Crode taking on Bonnie and wins. Goes long. 2 against 1 the way of Sydney Uni. Off hands. Southport really taking it up to Sydney Uni early. Hand pass for Tape. Corralled. Mutu's in trouble. O'Brien wins the free kick. Zach O'Brien, the former Brisbane Lion. Has Dimmery leading hard around the centre square. Dimmery has Stevenson short, another of the players back into this Uni side. Makes them so much stronger up towards Xavier Richards. Overran the footy. Crode has had a huge amount of it deep in defence so far. Here's Kerris, just calmly, back for Boston. So the heavyweights out of the midfield are doing the job in defence for them as well. Hand pass over the top for Mutu. Tries to slip Aiton's tackle. Gets the hand pass away. Crowley goes for Ericsson. Another hand pass. Uni have it. They've broken them down again here, Sydney Uni. Hand pass for McFadden. Gives it away to Williams. Now to Stevenson. They're mucking about with it. Being patient. Dimmery tried to get on the end of it. Can't quite take the mark. Sydney Uni have had plenty of ball, but they've got no clear opportunity inside forward 50.
Away they go, Southport. Ball comes downfield. Dimmery trying his best to get the footy out there. And the ball will come to ground and the umpire will step in and the ball up will take place just inside 50. That forward right pocket. Tagliabue, nice clearance. Good kick across for Southport. Bounces over the top. They try to get it now. Good work in field. What have they got now? The Sharks, they move across. Sydney Uni control the footy. Across in midfield. Good work across to Stevenson. Good kick over to that far side. Bonnie swings the ball around field, tries to find a Sydney Uni player in there. O'Brien has the football. Now he tries to clear it. Good work there from Derrick's over the top. Great work from Kerris to clean up the dregs and brings it back in field. And a nice mark there. Taken by the Sharks. They'll kick across field. Good work from the Sharks now. Seb Tate kicks across field. Nicely down to our boundary position. Couldn't quite take the mark. And it is Nathan Cooper that sees it go out of bounds to the right-hand side of our broadcast position. Beautiful afternoon here in Sydney's West at Blacktown International Sports Park. We hope you're enjoying the coverage of Southport and Sydney Uni. Ball comes away. Nicely cleared. Tagliabue reaches down low and gets it. Williams tries to get through some traffic. Nice looking kick towards inside goal. Pushed away from Richards. Richards tried to get the footy. Now he's got it. Controls it beautifully. Taylor swings it back beautifully and kicks a goal. Brilliant stuff from Sydney Uni. Oh, it's pretty to watch when they turn it on like that. It's now 4-2-26. Plays 1-4-10. 21 and a half gone first term.
And Southport putting the heavyweights in defence. Jack Anthony started the game in attack and he's now been sent into defence to try and plug some gaps. Uni have had a huge amount of football in their attacking half of the ground. Southport's pressure's been good enough to stop a few of those surges. They've got weapons all the way through their forward 50 Sydney Uni. A very even spread of goal kickers in seasons gone by. And the same in 2017. But when you bring Xavier Richards and Tim Barrett back into the side in the past few weeks, Jacob Derricks becomes even more dangerous as a focal point. Reinhardt in the ruck against Thurlow. Tim Barton comes flooding out It's a good tackle from Hancock, but unable to get the kick away. Stevenson just dobs it up towards Richards. One out against Anthony. He's happy to see it through for a minor score. So the rushed behind for Sydney Uni. They lead by 17. Jack Anthony now called to move it. He kicks it to himself. Goes with distance. Nice work from Reinhardt. Floating through in front of Thurlow. Now over the top for Stevenson. Former West Coast and Port Adelaide AFL player. Stevenson just sets it up. He's got Derricks. How about the kick? Lewis
Brilliant.
Stevenson, as good a ball user as you'll see in the NEAFL competition. They've all gone to Stevenson as well, around 50, and that's great. That is a special piece of skill from Stevenson. Jacob Derricks has a chance to really put a scare into Southport early. Here is Derricks. Jacob. He's missed.
It's gone to the right, so a missed opportunity there for Derricks. He took it superbly, really weighed up his options.
Deserved more.
Certainly did. Judged the pace of the ball brilliantly. Took a simple mark and unfortunately couldn't capitalise on the opportunity given. So Southport now have the footy, and what can they do with it? They will kick it long and strong downfield. Good work there. And across, and the mark is taken on the far side. Nice little smart kick down the boundary line. Taken pretty well. Fowler has the ball, kicks across field. Nice work over the top. Southport moving it nicely here, just playing some patience footy at the moment. Good kick across field, down towards, but it's Sydney Uni that will take the ball up. And now Southport have another opportunity. So what can they do here? They're moving the ball smartly down that boundary line. They've got plenty of numbers in that midfield and a few inside 50. Goes inside 50. Taken quite well there. Nicely spread away. So here comes Sydney Uni. Geez, they've got some power. Here's Cox on the run. Nice little hand pass. Tried to get it to Young. Young gives the ball across. Now the pass is over the top. Brilliant work here in front of our broadcast position with Hiscox. Hiscox gives the ball back. Nice little floating. Young gives the ball away. Nice work. Clever stuff. And Reinhardt tried to play on. We'll give it back to Young. So Tom Young playing some really great footy the last couple of weeks. Ball goes downfield. And nicely marked infield. Zirakowski kicks inside 50, has numbers, tries to get the ball, juggling act, and that is a superb goal to Sydney Uni. Great work from Xavier Richards to finally put the ball through the posts, and they go further in front. So they're really starting to show their class in the shadows of quarter time. It's 5-3-33, plays 1-4-10. Sydney Uni well and truly on top early on, Will.
And Southport aren't even doing that much wrong. It's just a good indication of how strong Sydney Uni are, how well coached and how well organised, and how well they lead each other around the park. Been really impressive to start the season. Top of the ladder, Sydney Uni, the only undefeated side after 6 rounds. Both of these two teams are coming off the bye. Southport looking for their second win of the season. They have played already. They opened 2017 in round 1. Playing each other, Sydney Uni getting the points on that occasion. Got Thurlow and Tagliabue. Thurlow wins the tap. Here's McFadden, has been good. Just sets it up. Little bounce inside 50. Jackson Potter and Barrett led the race for Uni. Good work from Southport, desperation from West. Seb Rogers over the ball as well. Bit of a scrum. Southport queuing up on the outer side of the contest. Keris to Anthony. Kick needs to be good, and it is. Matt Doran makes the mark in the back pocket. Sends it over the top. Bit of a run. And it's broken up.
Sydney Uni spread it, bring it back towards the middle. Nice kick towards inside 50. Geez, they've always got numbers. Ball goes over the top. Tried to get there to Taylor. He gives the ball across field. Now it's pushed away. Good work from Taylor. Over the top. Smart little kick. Can they goal from there? No, they can't. They rushed it there a little bit, Sydney Uni. And the kick across field goes out of bounds. So they're just trying to retrieve the ball. So 5-3-33 plays 1-4-10. Not too far away from quarter time. It's been a good quarter of footy. We hope you're enjoying it on NEAFL TV. John O'Farr and Will Davies calling all the action. Ball comes back in field. Good clearance there from Southport. Good work in field. Nice kick across from Clements. Ball goes back in field. That's a strong mark. In field. Kicks across. Away it goes. Can't quite take it. Was taken high. He's pleading for a high shot. That was the 21 in Wade Hancock that was pleading for a high shot, but unfortunately the umpire has played on. And it'll be a boundary throw-in. So he's just receiving some attention from the trainer. He's complaining that he was taken high. Ball comes in. Tom Young just watches the ball, tries to get the ball across field. Nice work from McFadden. Good work across from Ayton. Ball comes back for Southport. They've got some chances here. They kick towards goal. And the ball will bounce up nicely for Sydney Uni. And they swing it along the boundary line. Good work across. Brilliant stuff there from Sydney Uni. Ball goes across field. Good kick back in field. Nice work from Richards, who will push it out of bounds. So strong possession there from Sydney Uni, really going coast to coast, but staying in control.
They've had the bulk of it, Sydney Uni. All individual goal kickers, 5 of them looking for their 6th of the opening term. Barrett did well to work his man out of it. Crodes read it well, but he juggles. Worked out well. Rogers for Southport. Around the boundary line, Clements against Hebron. We'll have a ball in. There's no one inside the attacking 50 for Southport here. Johnson and Shepherd lurking around the attacking side of the centre square. They are being manned up as well. Tagliabue over the top against Turner. Keris went without it. Hand pass comes out. Williams for Sydney Uni. It's off the side of the boot, and Dimmery will fly front position. Very accomplished mark from Dimmery. It wasn't paid. And it won't matter come the end anyway, because that is quarter time here in this one. Sydney Uni have set the tone brilliantly, and it's for Southport to respond. At quarter time, it is Uni 5-3-33, Southport 1-4-10. I hope you enjoyed that opening term of this round 7 NEAFL clash. Sydney Uni lead by 14 at the first break. They're 5-4-34, leading Southport 1-4-10. It was an impressive opening term from both sides, but Uni just had that little bit more than Southport, who are still being held in their quarter-time huddle by coach Nathan Bock. Now, Uni were terrific. Keris and Boston and John Crode. A few of the other Southport players were good, Jono. But when you see players like Callum McFadden and Ned Reinhard coming in to support the likes of Tom Young, Jono Williams and Lewis Stevenson, it's hard for anybody to stay with them. Yeah,
absolutely. And Xavier Richards was great in that opening term as well, coming into this Sydney Uni side, so he showed his class there. Ryan Hebron was another one to mention for Sydney Uni. Really strong, just creating opportunities around the fringes, getting clearances and, being in that position, either kicking for goals or trying to create a goal. He's just involved in almost everything in that opening term, so pretty impressive from him. Sydney Uni just showing their class here, and I expect them to run away with it. Southport trying, though.
Yeah, and this would be a big statement from Southport in the context of their season if they can run this game right to the end and challenge Sydney Uni to the final siren. A win would be even more sweet for the Sharks. They've only got the one so far in 2017.
Away they go for the second term. Thalo tries to get the ball away. Nice work back in field for the Sharks, and it comes for Sydney Uni now. Some work to do. Hebron gives the ball across field. Nice ball to Aiton on that far side. He's just outside 50. Good kick down the boundary line. Tom Aiton goes long. Tagliabue tries to get the footy. Now he just battles with Thalo to get it. Young's in their support. Ball comes popped out the back. Tagliabue gives it to Sirakowski. Now Sirakowski on the charge. Good kick, long and strong, inside 50. Tried to get the mark, couldn't quite get it. Barrett's there, but the Sharks clear it over the top, but it's marked by Bonney just inside that 50. Damien Bonney, a superb footballer. He's had some great games here so far at Blacktown in season 2017. Scored a superb goal in that first double-header we called here under lights at Blacktown International Sports Park. Bonney moves in. Good-looking kick across the face of goal. Goes towards, and it is a goal. So McFadden has kicked it, and it's gone through for 6 points. So a great start for Sydney Uni. The juggernaut continues, 6-4-40, plays 1-4-10, the margin 30, 90 seconds gone, second term.
Yeah, dangerous stuff for Southport. They're trying hard, but without really much doing. They trail by 30. And concerningly for them, they've only managed the one goal. And 4 behinds to go with the goal. They've had a couple of opportunities. Uni set themselves up so well. So clearances are important here. Brady Egan is running with Tom Young. Jordan Keris never far away either. As Thurlow flies, wins it down, nice tap to Tape, who read it well. Hancock up against Sirakowski. Here's Hancock, battling well, just pokes it towards the boundary line. Here's Cox on Hancock's. That'll get the pulses racing. Got Stevenson now over the top of the ball. And Hancock wins the free. Hancock goes short. Well done, Tom Aiton, great experience.
Aiton now has the footy. Smart little kick across to Stevenson. Stevenson, a longer kick down towards inside 50. Oh, geez, it was almost marked on that far side.
It's been paid.
The mark has been paid by Southport. I thought for a moment that Sydney Uni had claimed it. So Southport will now try and clear it. Not a bad-looking kick down towards the low, but marked beautifully by Tagliabue. So Sam Tagliabue using his height there as the advantage, which is a hard thing to do when you're marking on Thalo. The ball comes inside 50. Ball comes back. Sirakowski just on the boundary line. Smart little kick inside field, but it's come back. And away it goes for Southport. So they kick it over to the far side. Boston now has the footy. Kicks it downfield. Nicely smart mark there. And it's kicked across from Clements. And they move themselves nicely along the boundary line. Good strong kick from the Sharks. Ball goes over the top. Picked up nicely. Southport try to get the football clear. Can't do much with it. And a ball up will take place. So it was the 38 and Brady Egan that tried to get it clear. Ball comes up from the ball up. Back inside to O'Brien. O'Brien kicked it across field. Nicely marked by Tim Barrett. Barrett on the run. Kicks across field. Should mark from there Xavier Richards, and does. Right in front of the sticks. And he's about 15 out the mark, but he's now moved further back. So he's about 30 out from goal now. Xavier Richards, impressive opening term, moves in and makes no mistake of it. A goal. A goal to Sydney Uni, a goal to Xavier Richards. So 46 plays 10, and we're almost 5 minutes into this second term. It's been a strong performance once again in this term from Sydney Uni.
And Richards back into the side, coming back from an Achilles injury, so he hasn't played since round one against Southport. Welcome addition back into this Sydney University team, and he sent that ball into the Doonside bush. Got a spare one on hand. And Richards with 2. Uni with 7. Southport need an answer. Yet to score in the second term, which is 5.5 minutes old. Turner wins the tap. Uni, though, through O'Brien. In a big tackle with Tape, and holding the ball's the call. So the sticky mitts of Tape winning the free kick. Just goes long. Out towards the wing. And pass from Fowler. And underneath, coming from Doran. Southport broken, or they've been broken down in this passage a few times. Sydney Uni flooding numbers back. Really strong structures across their defensive 50. Have a ball in. Jed Turner, former Uni player, up against Ned Reinhardt. The Swans Academy graduate, well roved by Tape, sends it in towards Shepherd. Good defence from Barron Hay, did just enough to bother Shepherd, and Lonergan gets it out.
Sydney Uni clear it over the top, move it through the midfield nicely. Now they've got the ball away. Good work from McFadden through the middle. Good kick across field to open pasture. Bonnie tries to get the ball, juggles it away. Crow did his best to stop progression. Ball comes back in field. Nice work from Southport. They kick it along. Goes over the top. And now Sydney Uni will try and pick it up. Nice work over the top. Sirakowski takes an easy mark at the back. Sirakowski kicks across. Tries to find a fellow Uni player. Can't quite get it there. And Barron Hay. And the ball will come back for Southport. And they now have an excellent chance at points here through Rob Clemens. So just applying pressure there, Southport, and it's paid off. Hopefully they can turn this into 6 points. Rob Clemens moves in. From about 25 out, swings it back and kicks an impressive goal, a much-needed goal for Southport. 46 plays 16, so 30 points the margin. 7-4, 46 plays 2-4, 16. Almost 8 gone in this second term. So they're starting to come back slowly, but loads and loads of work to do for Southport.
Yeah, they need goals at a much greater frequency than every 8 minutes of a quarter. Just managed the one in the opening term. So they need to find a way to score much more frequently, because we know the scoring capacity that University have. Looking at the percentages of both sides, Uni 155.5 and Southport down in ninth, 65.3 is their percentage. So it tells the tale of their scoring potency so far this year. O'Brien gets it up, it'll bounce over the top of Potter, and it's overrun by Taylor. Going back for it is Moffa. He's hammered by Potter. Rogers outside for Kerris. Almost went outside, then comes back inside. Keris has it again. Such a prolific ball winner. The hand pass only as far as Reinhard. Turner battling hard. And it's out of play. And I didn't see if that was called for out of bounds on the full or deliberate. Williams involved with Holland. Here's Barrett, the other number 7. Can't take clean possession. Does the miraculous. Got boot to ball. And now a chance for Southport. It'll open up through the middle of the ground. One bounce in the run. Comes from West. Sends it long. Anthony used the body well, but Sirakowski's all experience.
Sirakowski at the back. Clears it over the top. Nice work here now from Sydney Uni. Just calming the footy down. Good work back in field. They'll kick it through the midfield. Trying to find some work from Potter. But it's the low that gives the ball across field. Nice work back in field to Fowler. Fowler gives the ball to Sydney Uni. And the ball comes across field to Hebron. Hebron kicks it across field. Nice chance over the top. Good hand pass. Away they go now. And they're put to ground. No, it's cleared out. Hiscox tried to get the ball. Williams, now Young. Back to Williams. Nice hand pass to Hiscox. He's inside 50. He has a strike for goal. And he kicks just to the right-hand side. So 1 point added, 47 plays, 16 with 10 gone in this second term. So Sydney Uni applying the pressure, but unfortunately on that occasion they couldn't get the points where it mattered.
Yeah, Mutu looking for Hancock. Great mark from Hancock. Lonergan did everything he possibly could. Hancock able to take it. It's off the side of his boot, and Shepherd has work to do, and he does it well. Lonergan again, battling hard, but once more he's beaten. Firewood gets it from Shepherd, goes round for Ericsson. Hand pass over the top from him. Here's Brady Egan. He comes under pressure from Reinhard. The ball goes long, and Sirakowski was held on to by Clements. Sirakowski gets it back from Hebron. Just dinks the ball along the turf. Reinhard is still under pressure here, Sydney Uni. Reinhard goes to Cooper. Over the top, look at them queue up. Barton didn't need Hiscox. Now goes to Day. Day just settles it down. Goes short. Clements getting involved. Gets the kick away. It wasn't Clements, rather. Clements was there calling for it all alone. And Holland just blazed away for one behind. It is Southport 17. They trail Uni by 30. Played 11 minutes in the second.
So Sydney Uni will try and clear it off the goal square. Nice little kick over the top. Hiscox, smart kick. Over the top and taken well. They try to move it through O'Brien. O'Brien through the midfield. Good kick downfield. Goes down towards Bonnie. Bonnie tries to scrap it. Gets the ball loose. Hand pass away. O'Brien still involved. Holland for the Sharks. Gives the ball away. Nice little kick over the top. Through the midfield. Back across. They try to get the ball away. Young did well under traffic. Reinhardt gives the ball across field. Nicely marked. They're moving beautifully here. Sydney Uni. Kick across field. Needs the bounce. Gets it. Picks it up off the bounce. That's Barrett. It's kicked across field. Couldn't quite get the mark. Play on is the call. Ball goes back to Damien Bonnie. Bonnie kicks, and it will just go over the boundary line. So they really applied the numbers on that occasion, but couldn't come up with the right result. And now there'll be a boundary throw-in adjacent to the goals. Comes in, Reinhardt tapped it away. Nice work there. Good kick downfield for the Sharks. Over on that far side. And Sirakowski gives the ball back in field. Away they go through Jordan Keris. Keris kicks over the top. Bounces a couple of times. Good work there from Hebron. Hand pass over the top. Couldn't find Dimmery. And the ball will come back. So Southport have a chance. What can they do here?
Now called to play on from the free kick. Just sails in one way. Now up towards Hancock. He's been lively at both ends of the ground, Hancock. Congestion as Uni just set themselves up in zone defence. Hancock now just has to send it long. It's all Sydney Uni. Day takes the mark. It's off the side of the boot, and Keris is over there. Takes the mark. Jordan Keris goes short. He was touched as They tried to get it over the top of Lewis Stevenson. Calls for holding the ball. It will not be answered in the affirmative. It'll be a ball up. Still in the attacking area for Southport as Fraser Thurlow comes charging in. Wins the tap against Reinhard. Hebron tried to clear it away. Johnson gets the hand pass away. Ends up with Richards. Over the top for Stevenson. Uni are out of defence and they kick long. Damien Bonnie's one out with Seb Rogers. The support will come from Barrett. Rogers did really well. It was important. Barrett was away and all Bonnie needed to do was get it to him. But Rogers ensured it wasn't the case. Bonnie butters up and wins the free kick for Sydney Uni. Terrific determination and competitive beast work from Damien Bonnie. Has it in the centre square, now sends it inside attacking 50. This time he is able to get it to Tim Barrett.
Terrific stuff from Sydney Uni, applying the pressure. The blowtorch was pressed. And now a chance here for Tim Barrett.
And champagne stuff from Sydney Uni. Barrett lining up for goal number 2. It's across the face from Barrett. Uncharacteristic spray from him and just the one behind. So Sydney Uni lead by 31.
Ball comes back in field. Nice work from Southport. They move it just down the boundary line. But Williams is applying the pressure from Sydney Uni. Seb Tate has the ball. Good kick across field. Rushed mark over the top. Ball comes back. Play on is the call. And the ball is held to ground. Stevenson and Bonnie just over the top as well as Barrett. And there'll be a ball up just inside 50. So we're about midway through this second term. We hope you're enjoying the coverage live on NEAFL TV of Sydney Uni v Southport. Stevenson tries to clear it. Nice ball back inside. Hiscox and Williams try to get it. Now it's cleared away. Good work from Clements for Southport. Over the top. Couldn't quite get the mark. Socket along the ground. Here we go through Southport. They give the ball across field. Nice kick over the top. Gives the ball back in field. And nicely marked there by Wade Hancock. Hancock will take his time. Took the mark just inside 50. He's moved outside that mark now. And let's see if he can kick a goal here and just reduce that margin a little bit and get his team back in this contest. Still plenty of time for them to do it. Hancock moves in from about 40 out, kicks across. But unfortunately, it goes wide across the face of goal and just through for a behind. Sydney Uni to clear off their own goal square.
Hebron has it, not 15. Does well to evade Johnson and go long for Bonnie. Wonderful disposal. Good work from Bonnie presenting, giving them those options to link. Uni are dangerous here. Tagliabue has it. Young's running in support. They break beautifully. Here's the former Glebe Greyhound, Jack Hiscox. One bounce to 45. Hiscox blazes away and Uni are killing Southport. Trademark Sydney Uni on the counter and trademark Jack Hiscox. The former Swans listed player and now with Uni doing all the damage.
Yeah, brilliant stuff from Jack Hiscox, showing all the power and class that's right across this Sydney University side. It's really starting to get away from the Southport Sharks now. 54-18, and there's almost 18 played in this second term. So it's really just about doing the little things right for Southport. Sydney Uni, they're really clicking in the top gear at the moment. And it's only a matter of when, not if, they can win this clash this afternoon here at Blacktown International Sports Park as we go back to the middle. So the ball comes back in field. Nice work from Tagliabue. Tries to get it away. Puts a ground. And Seb Tate is thrown to the turf. And there'll be a ball up just on the left-hand side of the centre square. Up it goes. Pushed away. Nice work from O'Brien. Kicks it over the top. Tries to get the ball away. Keris now gives the ball to Thurlow. Gives the ball back across field. Good work from Southport. But it goes straight to Sydney Uni. And now they try to push it away. Terrific stuff from them. Trying to push the ball across field. Nice work from Aiton on that far side. Ball goes across field. And Jackson Potter will watch it go out of bounds. So really applying the pressure now, Sydney. They're well in front on the scoreboard. And it's just about playing smart footy. If they do that, they'll get the win this afternoon. They're 6th in season 2017.
The free kick for Southport. Taking a bit of time just to set. Short kick marked by Mutu. Lovely conditions for football. Pretty smoggy morning. A little bit greasy for the opening game of this doubleheader. As Boston takes the mark, but that smog has burned off. Wonderful autumn sunshine. Boston just loads up. It's a 2-against-1 Uni's way. They spoil each other come the finish. Sydney Uni hit hard by Clements. Gets the hand pass away. Tate has had plenty of it. He's spun around in the tackle. Jed Turner loads up. It's going in the Jack Anthony Shepherd direction. Shepherd has it. Shepherd kicks a big goal.
Good stuff there from Southport. Just being a little clinical at times. And the effort was good there.
Yeah, Shepherd with a big goal. I was going to say, it's been a long time coming. They need Shepherd and Jack Anthony to be popping up, and they're not going to get too many opportunities. So when they get them, they've got to take advantage. And looking at the scoreboard, it's Uni 8 goals, 6-54. They can afford those 6 behinds because of just how well they attack. Southport, on the other hand, 3-6-24. It's those 6 behinds on their side of the ledger that will kill them if they can't take full effect.
Yeah, they've got to improve that ratio. So back to the centre we go. Ball goes up, nicely cleared away. Seb Tate tries to get the footy away. But there's a wall of defence from Sydney Uni. And there was Chadwick taken high. So Southport kick it downfield. Good mark taken, not paid. Ball goes away. Over the top, Stevenson has the football. Kicks across the field. Taken well by Williams. Now they go through Tagliabue. They go through the middle now. Nice work across field, inside 50. Tries to go after it in Richards. Richards gives the handball back across. Aiton has the footy. Tries to scoop around. Kicks it across, but Timmy Barrett can't get it. And the ball goes out of bounds. So 30 points the margin. And we're probably about 9 minutes away from half-time. It's been a good contest so far. Sydney Uni been well and truly in control, but Southport, at times, they're strong. Seb Tate tries to get the footy off the ground, but it's kicked across field. Kerris struggled with the footy. Nice hand pass over to Stevenson. Stevenson turns around, puts a high, towering kick. Up it goes. It's bounced, pushed away. Nice work there from O'Brien, who tries to clear it. O'Brien gives it to Richards. Richards kicks across. Ooh. And it smacks off the post and goes through for a behind. So 55 plays 24, almost 22 gone, Will. And, well, Sydney Uni, I suppose that's a missed opportunity there, but they're just well and truly in control here against Southport this afternoon.
Yeah, they are, and they're the breaks Southport need. And those are the marks Southport need to take. Jed Turner is a big lump of a man. He did well to get down and slide across, but he had plenty of the ball and really needs to take those. Instead has to turn and trot back and do better with Sam Tagliabue. Turner, the Aspley Premiership winner in 2014, hits the deck again. Williams maybe took the Southport man without the ball, and Turner just lends his weight to the situation. Williams and Turner both won premierships with Aspley in 2014. Now they've both spent time with Sydney Uni. Williams coming across this year. It's Tape around the corner, goes long. Thurlow needs to be taking those marks as well. Wraps up Sirakowski, gets the hand pass away, or he got it from Cooper rather. Here's O'Brien, back to Sirakowski, by hand to Williams. Look at them queuing up through the centre. Kick off the side of the boot, marked by Potter. Goes short, no, he goes long instead. Ignored Hiscox and went in the Richards direction. Dispossesses Crode. Hiscox around the corner. Boston, if he gets a chat from his teammate, can take the mark under no pressure.
Boston kicks it across field. Nice work here from Southport. Kicking along the boundary line. They've found some space there this afternoon. Ball goes back infield. Nice work from Sydney Uni now to clear it up. Across to Derricks. Derricks just takes his time. McFadden is calling for it. Derricks kicks it across field and finds Stevenson just outside 50. Stevenson now looks as though he's lining up for this.
He would get the journey. No doubt about that.
Lewis Stevenson, he took the mark just outside 50. Now has a crack. Not many inside that goal square just in case it falls short. Stevenson launches. Has a crack. It'll go across towards the goal square. Picked up by Southport. So they will clear it. And it'll be interesting to see if a deliberate was paid there.
Well, out of bounds on the full, so umpire had it easy.
Just lucky call there. So the ball just going a bit further than normal. So a lucky break there for Southport as Day will have the footy for Sydney Uni. Kick inside 50. Now goes towards the middle. Taken beautifully, popped away, gives the pass over the top. Hiscox tries to get the footy. Nice hand pass, goes over the head of Day. Ball to McFadden, kicks across to Hebron. Hebron now goes to Williams. Williams straightens up, kicks across field, goes into open pasture. Can't quite get it. Sydney Uni on that far side. Ball is kicked beautifully down, and here goes Southport.
Southport into forward 50. Shepherd one out with Darcy Barron-Hay. Barron-Hay does well, continues to hold front position. Now the support will arrive for both sides. Near those moments Southport need. They need those breaks. Shepherd, the bigger man than Barron-Hay, ended up out of position and Barron-Hay held that spot beautifully. So Southport 40 out. Shepherd will go into the ruck. Former Fremantle Dockers rookie. Wins the tap against Tagliabue. Day hammered pretty hard, but numbers with Sydney Uni. So well organised around the stoppages. And out at defensive 50 they go. Hand pass from Mutu. Had too much on it for Tape. It's coming back though as Turner just thumps it towards the goal square. Anthony had 3 to beat. It falls for Hancock. Oh, well, he can't get the hand pass away come the finish. And Williams gives it to Young.
Ball goes to Young. Sydney Uni move it through the middle. Nice work here. They've got numbers. McFadden now has the footy. Looks for some opportunities. Kicks across to Young. Nice hand pass back in field to Aiton. Aiton kicks long. Tries to find his man inside 50. Ball goes over on that far side. Can't quite get it. Thurlow now has it for Southport. Ball goes to Crode. Hand pass over the top. Nice work over the back there from the Sharks. Good hand pass back in field. Looking dangerous now, Southport. Ball comes away. Aiton does his best to clear it. Goes down that left-hand flank down the boundary line. Picked up by Sydney Uni. Comes across. Pushed away. Nice work from Taylor to Tagliabue. Ball goes back from O'Brien. Now it's kicked back. Sydney Uni controlling it nicely. Good work on the boundary line. They kick it downfield. Try to take it. Sirakowski picks it up on the bounce. Spins around. Kicks it towards the middle of the field. And Bonnie takes an impressive mark inside 50. Well, they just apply numbers, and that equals pressure. And now Damien Bonnie from 40 out. He's moved further back now, but the mark was taken 40 out. Has a real opportunity for points. As the halftime siren goes in the background, this looking for a 36-point margin at halftime. Damien Bonnie moves in. What can he do? Kicks towards goal. He's got it. He has kicked a goal. So the margin is 36 points. And now they go 10-7, 60, plays 3-6, 24. Terrific quarter of football for Sydney Uni. And, well, Southport, there's plenty of work to do. Stay with us. The second half, it's coming up after this break.
Well, a terrific second half is ahead of us, and we certainly hope you've enjoyed the opening 2 quarters of this NEAFL Round 7 clash. It's Sydney Uni against Southport, and at half-time, Sydney Uni 9-7-61. Leads Southport 3-6-24. It's Uni by 37 points. John O'Farr, they were outstanding in the first half. Southport weren't bad, but they got a real taste of why Uni are the premiership favourites.
Yeah, they were just playing class football in that first half. Really strong stuff from Young. Brilliant stuff from Hebron still. Sierakowski was strong there, and Hiscox. What about his goal? The Glebe Greyhound, as you called him, just storming away for a superb goal. So they've just got so much class right across their bench, and Stevenson was good as well. The Southport Sharks, they've got some work to do here. Clements was really good. Boston was a little quiet, and I'll be expecting to see some strong work from Thurlow as well. As we start the third quarter, your commentator, Will Davies.
Uni by 24 at quarter time, 37 at the half. It's Southport's quarter to get back into things. They are trying to inflict Uni's first loss of the season. Tagliabue gets the hand pass out. Here's Tom Young. Terrific tackle from Brady Egan, and it goes unrewarded. Hiscox has the footy, gets it away under pressure from Keris. Here's Potter, gives it to Stevenson. Uni are firing early in the third, and that is outstanding from Crode.
Strong stuff from Crode. Goal-saving effort there. Boston just on the boundary line. Kicks it back in field. Nice work from Southport. Kicks it over the top. The low goes strong, takes an uncontested mark. Tagliabue not going near him. The low, smart little kick over the top. Good work back in field. So Southport moving beautifully through Crowley. Crowley kicks it down the boundary line. And a strong mark is taken just in front of us, in front of our broadcast position. Good work back in field. Sharks just outside 50 now. Starting to look for some opportunities, plenty of numbers in front. Ball goes forward. Now it's taken there by Sydney Uni. Ball goes back to Hebron. Just steadies the ship. Goes across field. Nice work over the top there. Ball down the boundary line. Sydney Uni kick it over the top. Good strong mark from Richards. Couldn't quite get it. Great work from Seb Tate. Kicked across the field. And the mark is taken inside 50. A great opportunity now here for Southport to put first points on the board in this third term. Mitchell Johnson, the man with the footy. Inside 50. Difficult angle. But let's see if he can capitalise early. So we're just under 2 minutes into this third term. Southport, they need a miracle at this point. Mitchell Johnson moves in. Right foot kick. And has kicked it away to the left-hand side, so behind.
Let off, hey?
Yeah, missed opportunity. They need to be kicking those sort of goals. And Sydney Uni will clear it from their goal square.
Yeah, that's a shame. There was an eerie hush around Blacktown as Johnson came in for that one. Everybody understood the significance of that first strike here in the third. Nice disciplined work from Thurlow over the top. Just punches it out of play. And there'll be a ball in. The margin, 36 points in favour of Sydney University. The ladder leaders and only undefeated side remaining in the competition. Both of these teams coming off the bye. Ayton goes back outside for Stevenson. Polished user of the football, hits Bonnie out on the lead. Bonnie wheeling around, moves it inside forward 50. Richards is the target. It falls to the back and Uni have got goal side. McFadden paddling the ball. Here's Hiscox looking for a goal. And it's touched off the boot. It looked like it was, and Hiscox is arguing the point. It won't matter. It'll only be the one behind. Keris has it hard up against the boundary line. Now goes long. Bonnie getting involved. Mutu has it.
Away goes Mutu. Down the boundary line go the Sharks. Little hand pass over the top. Nicely marked over there. They kick infield. Strong mark taken. Good work from Clements. Will kick across through centre half forward and right on the boundary line. Kicks the ball across field. Nicely marked over there. Clements has the footy just inside 50 but moves back. What will he do here? Set sail for goal. Ball goes down towards, and it's marked there just outside the goal square. Hiscox has the footy. Clearing kick. Kicks down towards our broadcast position. Ball goes over the top. Southport have it. Good work back in field from Johnson. Johnson turns around. Can't capitalise. Bad miss. It's gone left. And it's just 1 point added to the score. So 62 plays 26. And we're just about 4.5 into this third term. There's 2 opportunities right there that Mitchell Johnson should have put through the big sticks.
Yeah, that's right. And unfortunately for Johnson, the Barmy Army would be licking their lips. He's gone to the left and he's gone to the right. But Barton at centre-half back for Sydney Uni. Those are the moments Southport need to take. And Stevenson sends it long for Bonnie again, does well. Gets goal side of Rogers, now just works into the body. Has Richards in support. Well done, Seb Rogers. He's equal to it and wraps the ball up and ensures Richards can't be used. He's what a competitor Damien Bonnie is. Seb Rogers with the job here in the third on him. Taglia boot. Fraser Thurlow. Thurlow with good strength. Bonnie overruns it. O'Brien gets boot to ball. Touched off the boot. Bounces Jack Anthony's way. Under pressure from Barrett. It's out of play. And we'll have a ball in right forward pocket. Plenty of numbers here with Southport. They've got to get it out.
Ball comes back in field from the boundary throw in. Nice contest. Barrett tried to get it. Thurlow has the footy. Barrett's come out of the darkness and kicked a goal. Terrific stuff from Tim Barrett. Well, he's been quiet in patches in the opening 2 terms, but he certainly came from nowhere, got the clearance and kicked a very easy goal. 68 plays 26. Sydney Uni on top again.
How Southport could have left that 50 corridor open. Taglia boot with the height advantage just puts it down. Barrett, and I can't remember who else was there, but they had a couple just setting up beautifully, and Southport, they just let them have that far too easy. And it takes skill to finish like that, but Sydney Uni have it. We've seen that time and time again. So they've got the first goal of the second half. Southport have managed 2 behinds, both to Mitch Johnson. And it's starting to look a little bit troublesome for Southport. Reinhardt into the ruck. Here's Williams again. Uni with too much space, too much time, too much composure. Bonnie back for Reinhardt. Time for him to set it up. Well done, Southport. They win it to ground. Williams over the top. Lucky not to give away the free. Rogers goes back. Southport, they're being harassed. Anthony needs to be strong and is.
Kicks across field, so Southport have got some opportunities on that far side. Nice kick across field. Goes down towards centre of the ground. Nice little kick across the top. Southport coming in numbers. Good mark across there. Kicked across from Day. Day goes over the top. Ball comes back in field. They've got some numbers here. Williams now picks it up off the second bounce. Smart little kick across field. Bonnie has the football outside 50. What can Bonnie do? Turns around, spins it over the top. Disappointing kick. Kicked it out on the full. So some great pressure there for the Southport Sharks. The 18 in Seb Rogers. You've been saying all game that he's been set to the task. Well, he certainly put Bonnie under some pressure. And it's allowed an opportunity to go begging.
Yeah, third term especially. Rogers has no job other than quelling the influence of Damien Bonnie as Anthony just loads it up. The big boppers will fly. Front position Crowley. Second in line Aaron Day. Just thumps it out of play. The umpire will fetch the football. And we're almost ready to go. Southport battling hard. Boston and Kerris will loom large here. Kerris back onto the field. Here's Reinhardt against Jed Turner. Turner wins it down, then went looking for it again. Dimmery half overrun it. Now he's wrapped up in a good tackle by Chadwick. Umpire circling. He'll take the football. Important stages here in this one. Uni lead by 40. Now's the time for Southport to mount any sort of comeback.
Pushed away nicely from Reinhardt for Sydney Uni. Good battle here. O'Brien over the top. Tried to get the footy away. Couldn't. So a good contest there. between the battle of fives in Boston and O'Brien. Pushed away. Nice work from Reinhardt to get it clear. Sydney Uni try to get the footy. Good work there. They've got plenty of numbers. Young tried to battle it away. Got knocked out of the contest. Ball comes across field. Good work from Young. Ball comes back to Hebron. Hebron to Reinhardt. Reinhardt with the pivot turn kick. Taken high. Couldn't take the mark. Ball comes back in field. Goes straight into Kerris. Kerris now with the footy. Good clearance. Boston now kicks it nicely for Southport. Down towards the middle. Centre half back. Comes across. O'Brien in traction. Ball comes back. Good kick across the field. And marked strongly. Inside 50 by Xavier Richards. Brilliant work from Tim Barton to get that kick across field. And Xavier Richards has this opportunity inside 50. And he's possibly going for a third goal here. Xavier Richards, he's been good this afternoon for Sydney Uni. It's an ordinary looking kick that came off the bounce. And Anthony will clear it across to Crode. Nice little hand pass for Sydney, for Southport rather. Kicks back in field. Taken high! An absolute cracker of a mark. Over the ball goes. O'Brien kicks long and strong, and it's just touched just short of the goal square. A superb mark from James Lonergan. And now Southport will try and clear it after that behind from Sydney Uni.
And Kerris gets it. Fingertip stuff from Fraser Thurlow. Oh, it's Jed Turner, rather. Look at Uni's pressure. Forcing the errors from Southport. Clements involved as expected. Never shies away from the contest. Uni looking to put Southport out of this one. Southport just hanging in. Williams gets boot to ball. Rogers front position. He's tackled by Barrett. And he's going nowhere, nor is the ball. So it's with the umpire. Pressure is intense out there. Really has lifted a notch. Both sides know it's crucial stages. Williams gets it to Hebron, or Reinhardt rather. Reinhardt out of traffic. Manages just the one behind. But bit by bit, Uni is stretching their lead, and they currently lead by 44.
So Southport will try and clear it off their goal square. Crode now has the footy. Has some opportunities. Kicks down, goes over the head of Barrett. And it goes out of bounds on that far side. So just not stringing the passes or kicks together, Southport. And now it creates an opportunity for Sydney Uni, which you never want to do based on the form they're playing. Looking for their 6th win in 2017. Reinhardt tries to clear it. Ball nicely played. Williams wraps up the player. And there'll be a ball up just outside 50. So Sydney Uni, they've been the standout in the NEAFL season of 2017. Ball comes across. Young's doing his best. Williams so to him. Came across from Boston for Southport. Ball comes to ground. And it'll be Andrew Boston that has the footy with the free kick. So Southport now, they're starting to move it nicely. But they've just got to come up with some opportunities and really take on this line. Anthony has the footy. Kicks across field. You've really got to start moving the ball. It's come across. Sydney Uni have got the ball. Richards tries to pick it up. Richards gets the ball back to Hebron. Hebron turns and burns and kicks wide. So just the behind for Ryan Hebron there for Sydney Uni. So 10-11-71 plays 8-8-26. And we're just over 13 gone in this third term.
Boston's had to test out the hamstrings, hopping over the fence. And he's back now, so we can get back underway. Everybody's setting up in Southport's defensive half of the ground. Boston doesn't have much now. Players break from the defensive flanks. Boston goes long out to that far side. Jed Turner out of position. Reinhardt did well. Williams gets it to Ayton. Went one way, now back towards goal. Around the corner he goes. Tim Barrett's got free. Dangerous stuff when Barrett's allowed to lurk around goal 40 out all on his own. Was this week named in the NEAFL representative team squad. They'll be headed down to Tassie. Southport with a few former Tasmanian State League players here today. Barrett sets it on its way. Usually a very good set shot, but that's his second miss from set shots today. He's 2 goals 2. And Anthony goes short. Make sure of this one. Filewood has it. But again, the problem is the only options that are clear are short. So he goes long, and Uni once more getting involved. It's out of play, so we will have a ball in. This has been the area Southport just can't work out. They can't get it out of their defensive half of the ground and then create anything going forwards. Uni have just set up with a terrific zone, and their pressure in these disputed balls has been immense.
Yeah, it's just their structure that's been the difference maker here this afternoon. Ball comes across. O'Brien and Aiton try to get it there. Southport clear it. They've got plenty of numbers. Now they're moving in some space. Good work and a kick across field. The ball just goes out of reach. Nice work across there for Sydney Uni. Kick it back in field. Goes across field. And they've kicked a goal. So it came out of absolutely nothing on that occasion. And it was the 28 in Rob Clemens that has kicked the goal. So the margin 40 points, 72 plays 32. 15 and a half gone. Couple of changes. Tagliabue comes on as well as Stevenson. And Richards, Williams and Derricks come off the field for Sydney Uni. Seb Tate goes back on the field. And Andrew Boston will take a rest. So they're trying Southport, but it just seems to be the class of Sydney Uni and their depth of talent that's getting them well in front here this afternoon. Third quarter, and they lead by 40.
One down by Thurlow. Here's Aiton coming from the wing. Stevenson. Was it O'Brien taking it on? It was O'Brien, and he's lost out. Free kick will go the way of Doran. Now, he's one of those Tasmanian State League players I was referring to moments ago. Mutu kicks it long. Well done by Crode, hitting the contest hard. Young, hand pass out. Crode with a great second effort. Keen to stay involved and help Southport just try and work their way back into this one. Hands and knees stuff, Egan. Spoiled by Hiscox around the corner. Southport through Doran again. Go forwards. So 2 against 1 the way of Southport. They need to get it moving. Shepherd hasn't had much to crow about. Works hard against Day, and Day's experience just helps work Shepherd out of play. Big time performer, Shepherd. Former Freo rookie from Margaret River. What a part of the world that is, John O'Farr. Beautiful beaches, terrific wine. In close proximity to the wonderful area of Manjimup and Pemberton.
Well, there's an advertisement for WA Tourism, if ever I've heard it, from one of the best, one of their local boys. We get back to the action, and it comes across for Southport. The ball dribbles towards goal. It's picked up there close, but it's some really strong work over the top from Sydney Uni that prevents the ball going any further. So the margin is 40 points. It seems to be a booming state, WA, especially in the last decade. Ball comes across field for Sydney Uni. Nice little scramble. O'Brien just getting in there. Hand pass over the top. Good work over there from Stevenson. And he's put to ground.
Yeah,
Stevenson, oh, geez, there's been a punch there.
I think just shoved him, but they let him down there, the Uni players. There were plenty of them, and none of them told him that he was in a fair bit of trouble.
So the ball comes back in field. And it's Anthony that will have a crack at goal. He's just outside 50. Jack Anthony. So plenty of support coming from the hill here at Blacktown International Sports Park for Jack Anthony. It's just off centre on that left-hand side, outside 50. Has a good crack at goal. It's coming back. And it goes towards goal square, and it's marked there. Umpire says play on. And it'll go to ground. So, geez, he gave it plenty of roost, but Jack Anthony couldn't quite get the result. And there'll be a ball up in the goal square. Pushed away. Nice work there from Southport. It comes across. Southport are claiming a goal. And the umpires are just conveying in the area there. Umpires are having a chat, and it's been regarded as just a behind. So it was the 28 in Clements that put the kick through and was calling for a goal. But it was just a behind as Sydney Uni kick it towards midfield.
Yeah, Day's kick was smothered. He did well to follow it up. Crode was lurking. He's been impressive. Deep in defence and also trying to get them going in attack as well. He has Crowley. Crowley looking for options. Just sets it up, says Shepherd, go for it, big fella. Shepherd, a wonderful grab. We spoke about his prominence on the big stage, Hamish Shepherd. He's been good for Southport in his debut season, and they need him right now. 10 goals and 2 behinds coming into today. He's added 1 goal, 1 behind to that from Subiaco in the Waffle. Played in their losing grand final last year. He was the second leading goal kicker in the Waffle with just more than 50-odd goals. So he knows how to find the big sticks, and they need him to do so right now, do Southport. Here is Hamish Shepherd. Puts it on its way. Goal umpire forced to work, and he hits the post 3/4 of the way up. That is just about indicative of Southport's day. They're in it, but just not quite good enough.
Yeah, they're just lacking that little bit of class, little bit of polish. Ball comes across. Mitchell Johnson tried to go high. Nice work from Crode. Good pass across from McFadden. Here they go through Sirakowski. He's got some space. Sirakowski tries to kick it. Tagliabue gives the ball. Comes back to Sirakowski. Good work there. Nice work from Potter. And the ball goes out of bounds just in front of our broadcast position. Potter, McFadden, they're having a bit to say. Keris is having a go. And there seems to be a bit of a stoush just in front of us. This is not good. It's been between Potter and Boston. And now there's a bit of a push and shove between McFadden. We might just get back to the action. Umpire just clears it up. Ball comes across. Keris, nice little sharp kick. Picked up on the half volley. Mark not paid. Hand pass comes back to Johnson. Ball goes back. Sydney Uni clear it. Good work from Hiscox. Hiscox kicks it out on the full. So a rugby-style kick to find touch. And, yeah, there was a bit of an ugly incident just in front of our broadcast position. It's all cleared up now, but not great to see at any level in football.
Yeah, little spot fires all over the place. Good to see the feeling. Southport have had a frustrating season, and they're keen to avoid another loss. They've only had 1 win this season. That came against Canberra in round 4. Keris has come off the ground exhausted after spending plenty of energy wrestling on the turf. Here's Hiscox. He gets it from Barton. Inside forward 50. Richards has got goal side. Gets a couple of grabs at it. Richards takes it from ground level. Spins around from 40. Xavier Richards misses to the right. 2 goals, 2 for Xavier Richards in goal. Game number 1, rather, on the comeback trail from an Achilles injury. Jack Anthony goes long. Rogers gets the free kick. Bonnie eyes for the man rather than the ball. The umpires, you can feel they're a little bit on edge, knowing that this one is just simmering. And Stevenson, again, not eyes for the ball, but does well not to impede on Hancock. And out of play, we will have a ball in.
So plenty of talk out there, as you can hear on the broadcast on NEAFL TV. We hope you're enjoying this contest between Southport and Sydney Uni. Comes back in field. Nicely cleared. Hiscox tries to get the footy clear. Nice little soccer punch to Reinhardt. Now to Williams. Williams launches for goal. And it's marked close to goal by Richards. And Richards will kick from just outside the goal square, or will he?
Well, the mark was taken in the goal square, but it's now being set outside and on the angle. So
this will be interesting to see if Xavier Richards can put this one through. You would think from that distance he will. Oh, geez, he's flirted with that left goal post, but it goes through. And the goal is there to Xavier Richards. So 79 plays 34, or 11-13. 79 plays 4-10-34, and we're in the shadows of three-quarter time as we go back to the centre.
Yeah, Richards, he's got goal side a few times of whoever's playing on him from the Southport side. It looked like he took the mark in the goal square. Didn't matter come the finish. He was sharpened up on that angle. And we're just going to have to go and fetch that football. I think we've already lost one. And into the Doonside bush in the second term when Uni thumped it through the goals. So just a slight delay here. As one of the Southport runners is sent the other side of the picket fence. They're not too far away. At quarter time, 24 points was the lead to Sydney Uni. At half time, they led by 37. They're currently leading 79-34. They've been really good, Sydney Uni, and Southport have just held on. It's been a good performance from Southport. The scoreboard might not suggest that they're really a chance, and if we're going to be reasonable, well, they're not. They're not going to win this game. But they've certainly pushed Sydney Uni as well as any side we've seen. So there is great hope for Southport. They host NT Thunder next week. Sydney Uni are at Henson on Friday night against the Swans. We're back underway here. Southport looking to mount some sort of a fight back. Here is Reinhard. High ball inside attacking 50. It'll bounce towards the line and out of play. So we'll have a ball in. 45 points the margin the way of Sydney Uni. Reinhard against Thurlow in the ruck. Thurlow front position. That's Jed Turner, rather. Wins it down. Bouncing ball. Hancock can't take it cleanly, and he's met really hard. That's going nowhere. The umpire will need to come in and take this one. We have a ball up. Just a little bit of a lull late here in the third.
So good opportunity now for Sydney Uni to just extend on their lead. Pushed away nicely. Ball comes loose. Hiscox did his best to try and get it. So too Williams. Now it comes clear. Good work there from Keris for Southport. Pushes the ball away. Nice contest for Dimmery. And Dimmery put to ground. So the ball up will take place just inside the larger centre square. Pushed away, nicely cleared by Southport, down towards our broadcast position. Sirakowski went high, tried to pick it up off the bounce. Good work there from the 46 in Lonergan, who came over the top in defence. Couple of changes. Fowler coming on for Southport. And
I think Clements is in trouble here. Sorry, Johnny. Yeah, you can see the trainer helping him out. He stayed down a long time after coming in on Sirakowski and knew straight away he was in some strife. He's coming off in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, that's no good at all. Let's hope everything's all right for the young bloke. Ball comes across field. Sydney Uni on the charge. Hiscox lines it up and bangs it home. Brilliant stuff. Jack Hiscox. Great goal for him and Sydney Uni. And now 85 plays 34. As Seb Tate brings his way back onto the field. And so there's just a bit of attention now for Clements. Let's hope everything's all right with that knee or the ankle.
Yeah, I think an ankle. It's one of those ones as well when the player sort of weighs the trainer off but then concedes he needs a bit of help. You're worried that he recognises that it's a real problem that can't really be treated at this point in time. But maybe it's just kind of that initial contact and he will be all right if he keeps it warm, gets a bit of treatment. So we'll keep an eye on that for you. But, yeah, certainly he looks in a lot of pain and doesn't look too happy. But he's not letting the trainer do too much to him, so maybe he's hoping he can just grit his teeth and play it out. So we'll keep an eye on that. It's Tanglia boot. Thurlow battle in the ruck, a high ball inside attacking 50 again for Sydney Uni. They're threatening to run away with this one late in the third. Ball coming through from Doran and wrapped up. So there'll be a ball up right half forward for Sydney Uni as the sun begins to set here in Sydney's west. Tagliabue against Thurlow. One down. Now Moffat, high ball, Hancock from the back position, hits the turf hard. Day spun around by Big Jed Turner and dispossessed, holding the ball's the call. Day dropped the footy in the tackle from Turner. Turner goes short over the top to Hancock, who's been good. Had Tom Young, and that'll be a free kick for a push. Young had eyes only for Hancock. So Hancock, nice darting, those fluorescent boots, lighting up the shade. Yeah, off the grandstand. They go short. Well, Uni do well. Anthony will be hammered by a couple. Here's Xavier Richards, just sends it to the run of Reinhard. It's an open goal square and Reinhard just needs to get boot to ball. That he does, and Sydney Uni are running away with it.
Yeah, that was terrific stuff from Sydney Uni. A bit of luck there for Reinhardt, but he just handled it with so much class. And the goal was a cracker. 91 plays 34. We're in the shadows of three-quarter time here. It's been a brilliant performance from Sydney Uni. They've really demonstrated why they are the undefeated team in 2017. Looking for win number 6. You would think that that would be the case in a quarter's time. And they've been just superb here in Blacktown. They've got a good record here at International Sports Park. And it will continue this afternoon with a really strong victory over Southport. Three-quarter time, but yeah, wow, Southport, they really would have to do an absolute miracle job in that final term to win this. Keris clears it for Southport, gives the ball across. Boston now bounces straight off Ayton, down towards Keris, still charging. It's Keris and Ayton that goes at the ball, and Keris wins that contest. Good work for him to still maintain the ball, but it goes out of bounds on the far side. And, well, the sun just starting to drop off. Still a fine afternoon here in Sydney's West. It's been a great day for footy. We hope you've enjoyed not just this game between Sydney Uni and Southport, but the earlier contest between GWS and the Aspley Hornets, as the ball comes over on that far side and out of bounds. Of course, we're off to Henson Park next Friday night, where we see Sydney Uni take on the Sydney Swans under lights. Friday night footy at the home of the Newtown Jets.
And the home of Sydney Uni. Thank you very much. One of the great NEAFL grounds of Sydney. And I certainly do understand there are quite a few rugby league types who wouldn't be too thrilled about that. But this ever-growing competition, which keeps developing so many talented AFL players. Here's Williams. Comes under some pressure. Hand pass over the top for McFadden. Has been really good and just about gets run down. The kick goes long, and that'll be a free kick against Sydney Uni. So the ball is with Crowley. Up to Filewood. Well done to Sirakowski. Thurlow under pressure. Bonnie almost got involved. Here's Filewood. It's not Filewood, rather it was Doran. Here's Filewood. Spun around, goes back to Doran. Hand pass outside for Thurlow. Southport are moving it gently now. They go long around the boundary line. But that'll do us. Three-quarter time here at Blacktown International Sports Park. Sydney Uni well and truly on top. But don't expect Southport to lay down in the fourth. At the final break, it is Sydney Uni 13 goals, 13-91, leading Southport 4-10-34. Big final term coming up. Three-quarter time here at Blacktown International Sports Park. We hope you've enjoyed the opening three terms. The fourth quarter is not too far away at Sydney Uni, leading by 57 points, 13-13-91 to 4-10-34. Will Davies and John O'Farr with you live around the world on NEAFL TV. And having a look at some of the major stat winners through the opening three terms. Zach O'Brien has 26 disposals for Uni. John Williams has 25 and a goal to go with 6 tackles. Jordan Kerris, 25 disposals for Southport. Callum McFadden, 1 goal, 2 behinds, 22 disposals. Stevenson has 21, 8 and 19. Andrew Boston with 18. And Rob Clements, who battles hard all day, every day, 2 goals, 2 and 17 disposals. Uni have been great. They will march on and remain undefeated. But, Jono, hopefully we'll see a real fight from Southport as they look to get their season clicking.
Yeah, this will be a good quarter of footy for Southport, a good training run and a good test against a quality opposition in Sydney Uni. So let's hope that they can finish this contest a little bit stronger. So the siren goes and we're just about to start this final term of this very exciting clash between Sydney Uni and Southport. Tagliabue tries to clear it. Nice little ball goes back inside. Kerris now kicks it across for Southport, goes over the top, but it goes straight to Cooper for Sydney Uni. Grubber kick along the ground. Good coverage there from Young. It comes back for Southport, down towards Anthony. Ball goes back in field. Picked up there by Day, who'll kick it across field. Nice work from Ayton. Little chip kick over the top to Derricks. Derricks kicks it. Nice strong kick, taken, juggled there from Potter. He's been good the last couple of terms, Potter. And they kick back in field through the midfield. Nice little pass across to Derricks. Derricks kicks over the top, looking for a man inside 50. Tried to get the pass.
Oh.
And the play goes back to Crode as he will take it for Southport.
Yeah, holding free. Derricks, Richards rather thought he might have got it. Good work from Jacob Derricks coming in, laying a big hit. Oh, and the free kick again goes to Southport. This time for in the back as Shepherd and Young get stuck into each other. Couple of little jumper punches there. The umpire had his back to it. They're allowed to carry on. Young and Shepherd just getting to know each other's breath makeup. As Crode with the football goes long. Anthony and Darcy Barron-Hay, the impressive young defender against the former AFL listed forward. Really big shot comes from Tim Barton on Matt Doran. And we'll have a ball up. High intensity start to this fourth term. Tagliabue, Fraser Thurlow, or Jed Turner, rather. Into the ruck, Turner. Working hard, here's Hancock, gets it out. Tate has Boston on the outside, but Ayton closed down that option. We go through Doran, the mark taken pretty solidly by Fowler.
Way they go down now, Southport. So Hancock's will have it just on the boundary line, just to the right of our broadcast position. Nice little stubby kick. Anthony waits for it to bounce, and Dimmery has the footy, and it goes out of bounds. So good little passage of play. Southport trying to apply pressure, but it was great defensive work from Dimmery that stopped it. Back in field. Nice little push across the field. Comes back to Young. Young sees it goes over the boundary line. Good pressure there from Dimmery as well for Sydney Uni. They'll be getting set for their next round clash next Friday at Henson Park against the Sydney Swans. Will Davies and myself, John O'Farr, will be covering all the action live from Henson Park Friday night. We hope you can join us too on NEAFL TV. Ball goes out of bounds. Good work from Kerris there, but O'Brien was brilliant in smother attack. And that will take place, the boundary throw-in just in front of us.
So early stages here of the fourth. Jed Turner front position. Kerris continues to battle hard. So too Seb Tape. And Tape goes over the top. Gets it back from Firewood. Tape just runs towards defensive 50. They're having to go back to go forwards here. Firewood's under all sorts of pressure. Holding the ball's the call. McFadden has it and plays on. Sends it long towards the goal. Callum McFadden. He's had a big day. Can't quite put some icing on it with that one. and has been a little bit inaccurate in front of goal. 1, goal 3 for McFadden.
Away they go now, Southport. So they're trying to find some opportunities, but great pressure from Richards. Allows the ball to go back in the hands of Sydney Uni. Richards tries to get the hand pass away. Comes across. Boston at the back. Tries to just smother it. And the ball up will take place. It's about halfway into the inside 50 and goal square. So the crowd's been treated to two very entertaining games here this afternoon in Blacktown. Young tries to get the ball over the top. Spoilt away by Filewood. And it goes through for just the behind. So 93 plays 34. We're about 4.5 into this final term. Ball goes across. Mitchell Johnson tried to get the footy. But Taylor now has the ball and he'll give it back to Johnson. So Southport trying to find some options. They need a bit more space though. Comes towards Anthony Thalow. Pushes it away. Nice high pass. Beautiful work from Sirakowski. Ball back to Baron Hay. Baron Hay just settles it. Nice work to McFadden. McFadden has it in front of our broadcast position. Kicks towards the middle of the ground. Nicely marked there. O'Brien has the footy. Here comes Sydney Uni in numbers. Kicks over the top. Tried to get it. Potter has the ball. Now he knocks it away. Dimmery just watches on. Good little soccer there from Barrett. He goes after the footy. Barrett juggles. Gets the footy. Kicks it away. And kicks a goal. So Tim Barrett, brilliant stuff. Really played a huge part in that whole play. Socketed it off the ground. Managed to juggle. And kicks an impressive goal. They're one short of the 100. So 99 plays 34. Almost 6 gone in this final term.
And 65 points the margin. It's unfortunately for Southport turning into a bit of a thumping. Sydney Uni run out games better than anybody in the NEAFL. They've got great support here on the hill. Some pretty strong heckling going the way of Southport. Can't quite pick up what's going on. So maybe an issue with some diction on the hill, but certainly no lack of voice. Hopefully they're enjoying themselves. We certainly are bringing you this game on NEAFL TV. Sydney Uni rolling towards win number 6. Well done, Thurlow. Johnson into the middle, gets the clearing kick, a high ball, and Anthony comes and takes a good mark. Hasn't had much on his own terms today, Jack Anthony. It'll be good to see him slot this one through. No goals today. It's his 3rd game back after a season-ending injury last year. Neck injury suffered in round 9. Massive amount of rain falling on that clash up at Southport. Here is Anthony receiving a fair bit of lip from the hill here at Blacktown. Kicks from 45. Jack Anthony makes no mistake. Southport's 5th of the afternoon. Now 5:10:39, or 5:10:40 rather. Trailing Sydney Uni 14-15-99. So 59 points the margin, and Anthony with his first.
Impressive stuff from Jack Anthony. He's played a good role this afternoon for the Southport Sharks. Up there with Seb Tate.
He has battled hard, hasn't he? I mean, you're used to seeing him around forward 50, but they dropped him back. He's been strong. He's been involved in quite a few contests, but they're not really his day.
No, I don't think it's been Southport's day.
Yeah.
I think the whole team's really struggled, but they have been playing some really quality opposition in Sydney Uni. They've been strong this afternoon. They're aiming for win number 6 of the 2017 NEAFL season, and they'll remain on top spot on the ladder. Ball comes away. Keris does his very best. O'Brien kicks it over the top. Nicely marked just inside 50. It's taken by Stevenson, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stevenson has the ball. And now he will try and have a crack at goal here. Mark was taken inside 50, but now Lewis Stevenson will have a chance here. Moves in, right foot, straight looking kick. Not a bad looking one at all. And it's a terrific goal for Sydney University. Lewis Stevenson, the scorer on that occasion. And they go to 105 to 40, 65 the margin, 15-15, 105, plays 5-10, 40. And we're almost 9 gone in this final term.
Yeah, weapons all over the place, Sydney Uni. Lewis Stevenson on the end of a hurry kick from O'Brien, who's been one of Sydney Uni's best. He's working his way into life at Sydney Uni very, very well. And they're so strong with great depth this year, Sydney Uni. They've got former Aspley Premiership winner Austin Lucy rolling around in the X-Blade Sydney AFL. And a few others trying to knock down the door via the Sydney Premier Division. NEAFL teams going beautifully under coach Tom Morrison. Here's McFadden. Has had a day out, Callum McFadden, one of the best. Keris has tried hard all day long. Goes outside to Doran. Doran just sets it up well. So the mark taken inside, forward 50. It might be Matt Fowler with the football. We've got to play it down inside the centre square. I don't know if we can see that, if we can get a wide shot to pull back to see who the player down is. There's a fair bit of concern. I didn't see what happened, John. I don't know if you caught it behind play.
No, unfortunately missed it, but it looks like a pretty serious incident at the moment. The trainer's just coming in over the top. 2 trainers, as you can see on NEAFL TV. And now a few more coming involved, so it looks like maybe a head knock based on that indication from the trainer standing up.
Yeah, that's right. He's caught for the stretch. We'll try and see who that is for you, but I mean, you can see the picture. There's a fair bit of congestion. The player now getting up here, Mitch Johnson, is it? Yeah, it is Mitch Johnson.
Yeah.
The Calipo coloured boots. Good to see him getting back onto his feet, but the umpire's calling the blood rule as well. He's very wobbly.
He's got a fair amount of claret coming out of the mouth as well. He looks a bit unsteady on his feet, but he's being taken off the field now. So let's hope everything's okay for Mitchell Johnson as he makes his way off the field.
Yes, sad to see Johnson go. He's been good at times. Just the 2 behinds for them today. He's in his first season with Southport as well. Country Victorian. Kicked their opening goal of the season too. It was a really lively start for him against Sydney Uni in round number 1. We hope he's okay. They do have a shot probably on goal coming up though, Southport. Might just see if we can have a look on a bit of a replay and see if we can pick up the incident. I don't know. Certainly we won't go to the replay on the stream. Got our producer and cameraman Matt Morrow about to kill me. But Jono, you keep your eye there on this play.
So Southport find themselves just outside 50 as Johnson makes his way off the field. Southport move in. This will be good for the confidence. Launches for home. Unfortunately kicks it wide on that occasion. So just the 1 point added to the scoreline. Ball goes to Sydney Uni. They kick down. Nicely taken by Bonnie right on the boundary line. But it'll come back to Southport, who will kick a smart ball, but it's gone straight into Barton. And Barton has the footy for Uni. Kicks it across field. Going towards Hiscox. Takes an uncontested mark. You can't give Hiscox that much room. Gives the ball in field. Nicely marked there, just close to the mark with Boston. Boston gives it to Anthony. And a strong mark taken inside 50. Jack Anthony kicked his first goal earlier in this term. Copped a bit of heat from the hill. And now has this chance. His first attempt earlier in this quarter was right in front. This is just off centre and to the right. And it's a little bit further back. So Anthony moves in. This is a crucial goal for Southport. One good for the confidence. Turns it. Unfortunately, sprays it to the right-hand side, so it just goes through for a minor score. And it's 15-15, 105, plays 5-12, 42. 13 and a half gone in this final term.
A Uni load up out of defence. Lonergan that did the duties. It goes through Day's hands. Sirakowski feigned the hand pass and now has runners. Potter goes for Dimmery, running away from Firewood, who's done well. The ball up towards forward 50. Taylor tried to take it on the half volley. It bounces back for Firewood. Mutu now, around the boundary line they go. Keris, who's battled really hard as he always does, over the top, sells his man into trouble. Mutu with good strength. Crowley goes back for Keris, and the mark is taken inside the centre square. We had Doran. Now Southport looking for the elusive goals. McFadden can't take the mark. Anthony over the top, but look at the Sydney Uni jumpers. McFadden's copped a knock to the head, and there'll be a ball up. Speaking of knocks, Mitch Johnson on the turf right underneath us. He's come from the ground and just basically taken a seat straight on the turf. He's been looked at by a doctor right now, a couple of trainers with him, and Clements has a fair bit of ice on his left ankle. So some injury concerns for Southport, as we've seen.
Hebron pushes it away. Back to the action now, and the ball goes to ground. So the ball up will take place just inside 50. So we're almost at the halfway mark of this final term of what's been a one-sided contest between Uni and Southport. Southport have tried hard, though, at patches. They started pretty well, but unfortunately the class of Uni has shone through as Stevenson kicks it to the far side. Nice work there. Kicks it down the boundary line. Good work, Sirakowski in space. He kicks it towards inside 50. Tries to find his man in Taylor, but he can't. And Firewood puts it out of bounds with a spoiler. So 105 to 42, 15 and a half gone in this final term, and the boundary throw-in will take place on the far side, just in that right forward pocket. Ball comes back in field, nicely pushed away. Tagliabue turns around, kicks towards goal. And the mark not taken, but it's picked up across the field. Good work there from Day. He tries to get the ball. And the ball will come for Southport. And Crode will try and clear it for the Sharks.
He's been outstanding today, John Crode. Really impressed by him. Made his debut in the NEAFL round 1 against Sydney Uni. Former Queensland AFL ruckman, but they've turned him into a very impressive defender here, Southport. Anthony's worked out of it by Xavier Richards, who's working out of defence at the moment. He bombs it long. Numbers here with Southport. Aaron Day has swapped spots with Richards. Here's Dimmery, met pretty solidly by Thurlow. And we will have a ball up. 63 points the margin. Southport down to... I think actually they're down to just the one on the interchange bench in terms of fit players. There are a couple of Southport players in tracksuits and what looks like sneakers. So a couple of players been put on ice early. And Sydney Uni through O'Brien. Have the mark inside 50. A lot of Southport players, hands on hips, hands on knees. They've worked really hard all game. And they're certainly feeling it now. Sydney Uni, one of the fittest sides in the NEAFL. Here is Zach O'Brien to add a goal to a very impressive day. O'Brien sends it towards the goals, and he has snuck it in. A much-deserved goal for the former Brisbane Lion. Now doing some terrific work here for Sydney Uni. O'Brien with his first, and Uni lead 111 to 42. 111.
You're going to have to explain that one.
Maybe off air.
Right, okay. Right, okay.
But hello to Rob Henderson, wherever he might be watching.
Okay. So it's been a one-sided contest here in this Sydney Uni and Southport game, and it really was the case earlier in the GWS and Aspley Hornets game. Aspley just way too good in the earlier contest. We hope you've enjoyed both matches right across this afternoon and this morning on NEAFL TV. You can join us next Friday from Henson Park, home of Sydney Uni, for the Swans and Sydney Uni. As the ball goes from the centre bounce, nicely cleared over the top. Young trying his best. Dimmery gives the ball. O'Brien, nice little hand pass over the top. Young under some pressure. Good work from Seb Tate for the Sharks. Tagliabue tries his best. Potter gets smashed into the ground. And he looks like he's copped a bit of a knock, but he's back on his feet, which is good. Jordan Kerris involved again. He's been Mr. Everywhere this afternoon. Ball comes across the field. Nicely spread from Kerris. The low. Nice work across the field. Ball comes for the Sharks. Good kick across. Picked up by Potter. Good hand pass back in field. Couldn't quite get it, Dimmery, but does his best in defence, and there'll be a ball up just outside 50 in that forward 50 position. Players looking a little bit fatigued, but you'd expect that with probably only 11 or 12 minutes left in this contest. Ball comes across. Sydney Uni clear it over the top. Goes back in field. Potter now has the footy. Not much space to move. Derricks kicks across and towards goal square. It's picked up by Sydney Uni. Now Taylor tries his best. Southport try to clear it. Boston getting some time and pressure. Ball goes over the top. Comes back. Nice little snap back. And that is a superb goal for Sydney Uni. Brilliant stuff from Nathan Cooper. And it's now 117 to 42. Almost 20 minutes played in this final term. And that's brilliant stuff from Nathan Cooper and Sydney Uni.
They're all getting involved now, the students. Tom Morrison and his coaching staff moving a couple of the defenders into attack, letting them have a taste of the action up there. Cooper will trot back into defence. Takes a goal with him. Nice work from him. He's another of the Uni players in the NEAFL rep squad. He's down to 40 or 41. Head to neafl.com.au for a better look at that one. That's your homepage, Jono. That's understandable. It's mine as well.
Absolutely. Is there any other site on the internet?
I can't add to that. Thurlow does well in the ruck. Reinhardt's been really good. Brady Egan for Southport works it to the outer side of the square. Williams being tracked by Mutu. Now O'Brien. Neat kick over the top of Reinhardt for Barrett. Maybe was put off. That's an incorrect disposal from Barrett, but he gets away with it. And the umpire will come in and take the footy. Well, we started the day under cloud here in Blacktown, and looks like we'll finish it under cloud as well. Beautiful day for football. Been treated to an exhibition from Sydney Uni. Taylor takes the mark. No play on's the call. Not quite sure if that was not the required distance or touched as the shot comes. And it's away to the right and one behind from Tom Ayton. So 118 plays 42.
Nice kick across from Southport, but it goes straight to Sydney Uni. And it is, I think, Richards or Stevenson. It's Stevenson who's taken the mark. So Stevenson now has a chance. Had one earlier on the far right side, just outside 50, and now this one pretty much just inside 50, about 47, 48. He'll have the kick from outside 50. Straight, long, and just to the right. So unfortunately couldn't quite capitalise. So 119 plays 42 with 22 gone. And now Southport will try and clear it off their line. Good kick across field to Boston. And the mark is taken over on that far side. But the ball will come back. So Taylor now has a good kick in field. Goes over Williams' head. Reinhardt tried his best. Seb Tate now with a footy. He's got to do something with it now, Seb Tate. He's been good for the Sharks this game. Kicks across field. Nice looking kick. Down towards Sydney Uni. Good work there. Hebron. Good kick across field. Taken well by O'Brien. Inside 50. O'Brien, what will he do? Will he have a real torp and have a go? Or will he try and kick to one of his 4 or 5 options inside 50? He'll do that. He'll kick inside. Ball comes across and marked brilliantly there from Derricks. Terrific stuff from Jacob Derricks. He took a strong mark. And there was some real work there from the Southport Sharks to try and get it. What can Derricks do with this? He's inside 50. Moves in. Right foot. And unfortunately, he's kicked it too far across post, and it goes through for a behind. So 120 plays 42.
Kerris goes long. It's through hands and it's coming straight back. Sydney Uni will not be denied in terms of shots on goal. Derricks has 2 behinds. Young Will Taylor with a goal to his name. Second NEAFL game. Made his debut just before the bye. Well, not his debut, but his season debut, I should say. As Taylor lines up for goal number 2. Sends it on its way. It's wayward off the side of the boot. So 1 behind. Uni 1-21. Leads Southport 42. 24 and a quarter minutes played. Southport go with distance, looking to get something going. Barton hands to it. Turner trying to win the ball at ground level. Barton to Stevenson from inside the centre square, just boots it into Seb Tape. Kerris and Boston. Now Rogers. Oh dear. Chopped off briefly by Barrett. Dimmery gets the hand pass away to Williams. Uni are queuing up and Williams sends it high towards the square. The only man really that wanted the football was Shepherd and takes the mark.
Shepherd kicks across field, down just towards our broadcast position. Nicely pushed away. Young has some space now. What can he do? Gives the ball back across to Reinhardt. Reinhardt gives the ball beautifully to O'Brien. O'Brien gets it off the bounce. Nice work across field. Back to Richards. Nice work from Hebron. Just calms it down. Kicks it back in field. Good mark there taken from Reinhardt in outside 50. Goes to Taylor. Taylor kicks across. Should find his open man there. Hiscox is calling for it. Aiton kicks the ball across field. Bounces up and away goes Southport. They try and clear it. Down towards centre half forward. Ball comes back in field. And that's Baron Hay that's got the footy. Kicks it back in field. Goes to Barton. Nice little kick across field. Sydney Uni moving nicely. Taylor couldn't quite get it. Comes across. Southport bustling their way through the midfield. Kicks towards inside 50. Needs to find a white jumper. Can't do that. Hebron at the back. Clears it under some pressure. Baron Hay now gets the footy under some pressure and takes it out of bounds. So some good work there from Southport. Really strong stuff right through the middle from Hamish Shepherd. Bust his way through, but unfortunately just couldn't capitalise on what was a really strong run and ran out of numbers once he got past the midfield and that forward 50 position.
So does Southport have another goal or a couple in them? Be decent reward for what has been a strong effort up against the might of Sydney Uni. O'Brien continues to torment the Sharks. Long shot towards the goal square. Anthony and Richards. Richards got hands to it. It's through for a minor score. Now Long to Hiscox. Room to work through here on this near side. Hiscox going for a run. Couple of bounces. Now goes to Taylor. Turner tries to stop Hiscox run. Taylor with a bounce of his own. Sends it towards Tim Barrett. Good defensive work, but Bonnie's there. Wonderful turn from Bonnie, and he drops the football. Just goes by hand to Stevenson. Now Barrett from the pocket. Tim Barrett puts it on the left. Won't be 15, and Southport with numbers. They might do well just to rush it through. No, they take it on, and Mutu's the target.
Mutu goes after it, picks it up off the second bounce. Nice little smart kick. Ball back inside. Good work here from Southport. Kicks it towards the middle of the ground. Nice work back in field. Finding some space, trying to find someone inside 50. Goes over towards the boundary line. Picked up, knocked away. Hebron tries to get it, but can't get it back in for Sydney Uni. And it was the 14 there for the Southport Sharks in Fowler that did his best to try and keep the ball alive, but couldn't quite get it there. As the ball comes back in field, nicely pushed away. Southport trying to get their way through. Dimmery's just watching the play take place. It's either Barrett or Hiscox that was involved in that particular contest. Hiscox the man there. So the ball up will take place. Nicely pushed away. Hiscox tries to get the ball but can't quite get it. Ball comes back in field. Nice work from Doran. Doran kicks it. Tries to go to a Southport. Finds a man. There goes Kerris. Ball goes back in field. Nice work from Sydney Uni. Hiscox on the charge. The Glebe Greyhound flies through the midfield. Ball goes to Stevenson. Stevenson, nice little pass to Barton. Barton now bounces once. Goes inside 50 now. Charges at the line. Can he finish from here? Barton unfortunately kicks it wide and left and couldn't quite complete. That would have been a sensational end to a really strong play for Sydney Uni. Goes through for a minor score. 122 plays 43. Got to be close to full time here, Will.
Yeah, not long to go. Southport almost out of their misery. Mutu with a good tackle after dropping the mark. And we'll have a ball in. $79 points the margin. Sydney Uni again flexing their premiership muscle. Keris beaten to the ball by Hiscox, but Keris lays a good tackle. Sees it out of play, and we'll have another ball in. Both of these sides coming off the bye. And next week, Southport will host NT Thunder. And on Friday night, Sydney Uni hosting the Swans in a near top of the table clash. That will be brought to you live on NEAFL TV. As Dimmery sends it inside the attacking area. Numbers, though, with Southport and through for a behind. And Uni now lead by 80.
So Southport now try to get it out of their goal square. Nice little kick downfield. Plenty of distance. Over the top. Comes across. Good work there from Hebron and Bonnie. 2-on-1 attack. And the ball will come to ground. So it was strong work there from Connor West, who tried to get the ball from that initial kick from the goal square. Couldn't quite do anything with it. And Hebron and Bonnie really 2-on-1. Got the job done. Connor West looks like he's in a bit of strife, actually. He's looking a bit dazed and confused.
Oh, yeah.
So let's hope he's okay. He probably should be a trainer out there very soon, I would think.
I think it's Jed Turner standing the mark.
Kicks over the top. Ball goes downfield. So Sydney Uni have the ball. Kick across field. Nicely taken by Barton. That's Reinhardt, rather. Reinhardt kicks it inside 50. And the mark is taken there by Derricks.
Yeah, Jed Turner behind plays in real strife.
So Jed Turner, I thought that was Connor West, so apologies there. But yeah, Jed Turner just receiving some attention. Derricks moves in and will kick a goal. So 129 plays 43, almost in the shadows of full time here. And Turner is just leaving the field on that far side.
Yeah, won't play any further part there. So they've taken him off and Boston comes on. And poor Dylan Mutu was raring to come off the ground for a rest, but Southport are now down to 0 fit players on their bench. And a really tough day for them. And the look on Mutu's face when he realised what was happening, just rolled the eyes back, the head went back, and he'll stay on and on a wing. And Jed Turner's being walked very slowly with the support of a couple of trainers around the outer side of Blacktown International Sports Park. So not great signs for Southport, and obviously we hope Jed Turner's all right. And it's
fingers crossed.
Yeah, just a bit of a bump, and he's all right.
Of course, Mitchell Johnson, he's just on the bench at the moment. He looks okay, but scans will probably test during the week as to the seriousness of his injury. Hopefully it comes back all clear.
Yeah, it'll be pretty sore Southport side in recovery tomorrow. Sydney Uni looking to inflict more pain. It's a high ball. It's a 2 against 1, the way of Sydney Uni. Aaron Day got a couple of bites at it. Here's Jordan Keris, surprise, doing everything he possibly can to help the Sharks. Look at Sydney Uni hunting the football, and they're hunting the Sharks as well. Tim Barrett earns himself a free kick and a pretty solid shot at goal. The man of Tim Barrett's finishing, you refer to this more or less as a gimme. Barrett will line up for goal number 4. And 3 goals, 1 behind in his return match a couple of weeks ago. He's got 3 goals, 2 at the moment. So on the full-time siren, Tim Barrett sends it goalwards and misses, but it is inconsequential at this point in time. Sydney Uni, 18 goals, 22, 130. They beat Southport 5 goals, 13, 43, an 87-point win for Sydney Uni. It has been well and truly a dominant display.
Yeah, an absolutely brilliant performance from Sydney Uni. That's why they're leading the competition in the NEAFL 2017 season so far with 6 wins. A dominating performance over Southport, who was strong probably in the first term, but then really dropped off the pace with intensity. They had moments of brilliance at times, but just couldn't quite get the job done here this afternoon.
Yeah, big win from Sydney Uni. As Jed Turner is still in the hands of the trainers. We hope all of Southport's injury woes aren't anything serious, and it's sad to see Jed Turner, the former Sydney University player from 2015, being walked ever so slowly from the pitch. A great win from Sydney Uni. They remain top of the ladder and undefeated in season 2017. From me, Will Davies and John O'Farr, thank you for your company live on NEAFL TV. Matt Morrow, as always, a terrific job. We'll look forward to your company again next week live on NEAFL TV.